Hey Legacy Builders, welcome back to Mind Your Money. In today's video, I'm going to be using my annual budget workbook to track expenses on my credit card from the 19th through the 25th. If you are new here, hello, my name is Tasha. Thank you for clicking on this video. Over here, I talk about managing money and I am going to track expenses today. So feel free to pull out your spreadsheet or your expense tracker, your own workbook, and let's do this together. So we want to stay on top of all of our finances, right? I have receipts to, confirm where I spent money within the last several days. I think it's been a little more than a week. Last time we were here, I finished at the 18th. So I'm going to show you where we spent money from the 19th going forward. On the 19th, for groceries, we spent $23.06. If you see that it's shaded here, that means I've already paid this expense back. Also on the 19th, I did sign up for Hulu because I wanted to see The Other Black Girl. So that's why I did that. And that was $7.99. And I paid that back also from our miscellaneous category. Then on the 20th, we went grocery shopping. I don't know if I have it here. It might be here somewhere. We spent $7.38. Doesn't look like I have that receipt. I think it posted on the 20th, but I didn't actually make the purchase on the 20th. But that was paid back. Also on the 20th, I went to Dunkin' Donuts. I got some food. That came from miscellaneous, and it was $9.67. On the 20th, we went to Stop and Shop and paid $13.49 for more groceries. That came from our miscellaneous category. If you haven't been here before, the miscellaneous category is an actual savings account with Capital One 360. And what I do with that is I use that account to put a portion of our rent each week, saving up for the next month. And then also money goes in there to pay for food, which includes eating out, groceries, and then anything else that didn't quite fit or where we overspent, basically, in our budget. So we'll pay anything miscellaneous back from there. Transportation charge on the 20th for $2.90. I did pay that back. A second transportation charge for $2.90 on the 20th. I also paid that. And then my husband's weekly transportation card, $34 to the MTA. I paid that back already. And then I bought some food at McDonald's, and that was $9.46. I paid that back. Then on the 21st, the first charge that posted that day was a Lyft ride, and this had to be more than one ride, I think. I think it was more than one ride combined. So transportation expense, $59.98. I did not pay that back yet. And then on the 21st, we bought some groceries, or no, actually I bought some household items, and that's coming from our household account for $8.69. And this is what I bought that day. I just try to show you my receipts so you see where I'm coming from. So now that that's covered, I know I'm going to pay this back from household today. I did give a super chat to someone. I think this was D. I bought a super chat for $5 and I used my cash rewards to cover that. So this was already taken care of. And then on the 21st, another travel expense for $2.90. We have to take care of that today. And then on Starbucks, on the 21st, I bought some Starbucks. My favorite thing to eat at Starbucks is their sausage, cheddar, and egg sandwich. And then I had the strawberry acai refresher, which is my favorite combination. So I bought that for $11.78. And then I went to CVS. I had to buy a combination lock for my teenager. That is coming from household for $9.28. He needs this lock for school. So honestly, I could use it. I could take this money from the back to school fund because it's related to school. But I just put household. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Either way, it's going to come from household. It's going to come from back to school. If household doesn't have enough money in it right now, because I haven't transferred any money for this week of September. We have our paycheck, we have the income, so I could send the money over there, but I haven't done it yet. So if it's not enough money in there, I'll take it from back to school. On the 22nd, we had another Lyft travel expense. It's coming from transportation for $8.86. And then there's two more travel expenses. These are from the MTA, so $2.90 twice on that day. And then more McDonald's. I bought McDonald's because I wanted a steak, egg, and cheese bagel meal. So I was out early running errands, had to go by both of the boys' schools, two of the boys' schools, and I paid $15.55 for my breakfast. So I'm not ashamed. I'm not mad at that. That's going to come from miscellaneous. I was hungry and I needed to eat. So that's what I did. Okay, so let me zoom out because we have another page. So if you don't know, just really quickly, in my annual budget workbook, I have 4 expense trackers in here, and I've already exceeded them both. So what I had to do was rip these out of an old book, and I've already finished this page. There's some notes on the back, and now I have a second page. So, or a third page. No, actually, technically, 1, 2, this is my 4th page, 3, 4. This is my 4th expense tracker for the month of September. So let's get into it and let's see what else we have spent. I'm actually tracking while I'm sharing it with you guys. So I'm going to have some more expenses I need to write in through the 25th. But let's start with the 22nd. I bought, or let's continue with the 22nd. I bought some hair combs from CVS. That's coming from household. That came to a total of $11.63. And then on the same day from CVS, I had to contribute to my prescription. That's coming from Wellness, and that's $6.15. Then let's continue on the 23rd and see. Starting on the 23rd, I had a credit reward redemption for $5, but I already accounted for that. We ordered Domino's pizza, and it posted on the 23rd. That's going to come from our miscellaneous account, and the total charge was $28.34. Then on the 23rd, I had Starbucks again, and that total charge was $9.85. Then on the 25th, I did purchase another YouTube super chat for Janelle over at JB's 2 cents. So I'm going to fill that in. That's actually going to come from cash rewards. So this was a gift, and it's going to come from cash rewards, and that was $2. And then Amazon on the 25th, we purchased a movie. If I could remember what it is, I'll have to put it on the screen. That's going to come from miscellaneous, and the total charge was $3.99. Then we have Stop and Shop groceries that posted on the 25th, and that was for $23.84. Let me see if I have a receipt for that. I do not. And I think I threw the receipt away, and I shouldn't have. Okay, $23.84 for household items bought at Stop and Shop that posted on the 25th. And those are all of the charges that have posted so far. I have $167 pending right now. If you did not catch the live I did on Monday, September 25th, go ahead and check that out. I did have a little confession. I bought something that was kind of spur of the moment, but it's something I really, really wanted, and I'm just going to have to figure out where I'm going to pay that money from. I have different apps that I use to get cash back and cash rewards from, just by scanning receipts or doing surveys. So I'm going to be using money from those apps that I've had built up to pay back my little random expense charge. So let's zoom back out for a minute because I need to do some calculating and figure out what is coming from where. So going back to our 3rd expense page, let's take a quick look at this. We have travel expense at $58 or $59.98. So you might not be able to see my calculator fully. I'm going to try to get it in frame. $59.98 for transportation, plus $2.90, plus $8.86, plus $2.90 again, $2.90 again, and that's it for this page. And then I don't think I have any transportation charges here. I do not. So $77.54. That's how much we spent in the past week from the 19th to the 25th in transportation charges. So let me take a look at my transportation account and see what's in there. All right, we have $87.29 in our transportation fund. So I have more than enough to cover this. Plus, I still have money to transfer in there. So we're going to be a little bit tight. I don't like the balance seeing the balance go down so low, but let me make this payment. And let me make sure I shade in what's already going to be paid. $77.54. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just let me double check to make sure I did that right, because I don't want to be short anywhere. 290 minus 886 minus 290 minus 290. Boom. Okay. So let's make that payment. All right, thanks for your payment. Your payment is on time and covers the minimum due. Next, I need to check on miscellaneous. So where should I do household? Let's do miscellaneous first. We have this charge for $11.78. Then we have $15.55. And then going to the fourth page, see what we have. $28.34 plus $9.85 plus $3.99. Okay, so that's $69.51. We currently have a balance of $1,343 in our miscellaneous fund, and I have to do some quick math because 900 of that, or no, 1,200 of that is earmarked for next month's rent. So we have $143 available for miscellaneous expenses. So that $143.33, if we pay the $69.51 right now, we'll be left with a $73 balance. So that's not too bad. I'm okay with that because we still have to close out my 5th paycheck for September and then add money to the account. So I'm not so mad at that. All right, let me go ahead and make the payment for the $69.51 right now. All right, $69.51 was paid, and let me do my shading in because I want to make sure I don't forget what we paid already. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me. My coloring is off, but that's okay. So this $2 that I did for a super chat. So I'm going to cover this $2 with our cash rewards. Success. That was done. So let me shade that in too. Now the only category, no, we have a couple of categories left. Household and wellness. And I won't be able to pay all of it today because you can only make 3 payments. And I'm paying these from accounts in Capital One so it doesn't confuse. I don't want to have to do all the transfers. This is just easier for me right now. So we're looking at, for household, $869. Household, $928. And that's it on this page. And then $1163. And $23.84. I don't know if we have that much in household right now. That's what I was talking about. But one of these, I think the combination lot can come from back to school. So right now, household charges on my expense tracker is showing up to be $53.44. So I'll have to come back the next day, tomorrow. But I'm going to post this video on Wednesday. I'm recording it on Tuesday, the 26th. but it's going to go up on the 27th. So I just need you to take my word for it that what I'm going to do is make another payment tomorrow, Wednesday, my time, because I want to get this taken care of. But what I think I'm going to do is, instead of the combination lock coming from household, this $928 here is going to be paid back from our back to school fund, because it just makes sense. The combination lock was a school expense. So not including the $928 for the combination lock, we owe $44.16 from these household expenses. And we have $44.87 in household right now. So I'm going to make that payment now. And again, thanks for your payment. Your payment is on time and covers the minimum due. So the next 2 payments I have to make is from wellness. I have to pay $6.15 to cover my portion of the prescription that I had to get, which is my vitamin D. And then the $928 from our back to school fund. So the only thing we owe from here that we haven't paid yet is the $928 and the $615, which is $15.43. I can cover that real quick, no problem. We will do that tomorrow, and then when I check back in with you guys next week, we'll talk about the last part of September. So for me, September is going to close officially on the 30th. So yeah, that'll be it. So when I come back next week, I'll probably just track everything from the 26th through the next half of the week. I'm going to close this out on the 30th period. So whatever the ending balance is, that's what it's going to be. I don't want to get confused and mix September with October, because all of September's expenses, no matter where we are by the 30th, that's where we're going to end with, and then we'll start fresh on the 1st of October and start tracking October's expenses from there, which, if you haven't yet seen my October budget reset, the goal is to have a low spend month. I'm going to be using my hardcover budget book, where there's only one expense page for credit card expenses, just one, which means I have to force myself to not do this again and have using so many different pages. We have to keep our expenses low and reasonable. So once we're done with September, we're going hardcore into October with the low spend. So that's it for this week, y'all. I paid back the credit card for those expenses I highlighted. Only 2 more to be paid, which I will do on Wednesday. Even though you'll see this video on Wednesday, I will update you next week and check in. And thank you for being such great accountability partners. Thank you for tuning into the video. And the next video you will see from me is going to be me closing out September's budget. So I'm going to do a budget closeout for the 5th paycheck, and then I'm also going to close out September in that same video and just get it all done. So I hope you enjoy. Stay tuned for that. I can't wait to talk to y'all in the next video. Remember, do not worry about tomorrow. Mind your money, y'all. Manage it well and live your lives abundantly. Bye for now.